Hey, what is going on, crypto people? Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to each and every one of you. What the world is going on with this market right now? It's crazy in these streets. It is crazy in those streets right now. Listen, Flare Networks has a pathway to onboard 1.4 billion people. That's pretty cool. Brad Garlinghouse says he's kind of excited. He's kind of excited about, stuff going on, recent events. From headwinds to tailwinds for XRP is interesting. Well, we'll see. Look, nothing's going to be immediate, like my guy Dennis from the Virtual Bacon YouTube channel says. It's not, post election, nothing's going to be immediate. Probably nothing really till kind of January. He's sending out some warnings. President-elect Donald Trump is definitely sending out some warnings, but nothing's going to really kind of take effect. I heard this little crazy stuff about secret meetings. Of course, it's going to be secret meetings. The dude President-elect Donald Trump wants to end wars. He wants to end freaking wars. So yeah, it's going to be some private meetings because those people don't want to end that stuff. They don't want to end that. We'll go with the market. The market is doing what the market does. I'm going to cover some of these numbers. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. But the digital asset space. Yeah, no, we're going to get a pullback, most likely. Somewhere between 9-10%, maybe 11%, 8 to 11% pullback. That'd be normal. We're going to get it. Bitcoin will have a little pullback for sure. We still got weeks, before we really get into the beginning of parabola. Drift protocol up 72%. Interesting. Very, very interesting. What's going on, fam? How are you guys doing today? Happy Saturday again. Let me do this. And let me do this. Make sure that's correct. Everything is good. My boys won last night. I didn't even know they were playing last night, college basketball. I didn't even know my guys were playing last night. Didn't even know that they were playing. But big game Tuesday, man, going up against Kentucky. They're going up against Kentucky. That's going to be a big game. Again, happy Saturday to each and every one of you. I appreciate you guys checking in. We're going to cover some Flare stuff. We're going to cover some XRP stuff from Brad Garlinghouse. And talk a little post-election stuff as well. I mean, we'll hang out. It's going to be a cool hang for a Saturday. For a Saturday. Make sure this market's right. Let me refresh this. Let me refresh this. Make sure the market is right. Point Gecko, yeah. Pullback coming, baby. It's coming. Pullback is definitely coming for sure. What's going on, David? How are you, my friend? Good morning. Happy Saturday. I think it's Saturday. I hope it's Saturday. What else we got going on? Peace stake in the news. The real big wheel's in the building. What's going on, the real big wheel? How are you, man? Listen, life is freaking good right now. Is it not? Is life not good? Life is good. Life is getting really, really good right now. I really believe it. You got to be excited about what's going on. Oh, I forgot to mention my guy Taiki is on the meme coin train now. Taiki is what they would call typically a mid-curve guy. And he generally, DeFi, very conservative, Aave, Uniswap, Cantu, very, very conservative type deal, not, down the risk curve at all. Dude said, yeah, meme coins is the way. Rodwell, no Raiders in the building. What's going on, bro? How are you? Life is good right now. Life is really, really, really good. My guy Taiki, my guy Taiki is, yeah, taking a taking a turn towards meme coins. What the world? Let's go. I'm excited about that. Spread Network's got a pathway to onboard 1.4 billion users. What the world? That's great. So Sui got interviewed. Mr. Labs guys got interviewed on Real Vision with Ash Bennington. That was an interesting interview. We'll cover some of that as well. David says been playing with XP markets a lot. Is happening over there. Yeah, it is really. XP markets doing a thing. I love the report that Arthur puts out. Absolutely love that. How are you guys feeling about the market right now? You guys feeling good about the market? Yeah, we got to wait again for another signal. Another signal is coming, but we got to wait for it. Unfortunately, we got to. The FMOC does give out some signals if you understand that. They do give out some signals, but you got to be able to catch them. You got to be able. Gucci. What's going on, Crypto Gorilla? What's going on, fam? I'm Gucci like Gucci in this market. I hear you, bro. Life is good, right? Life is good, but look, the FOMC did not get the signal that we were hoping for this last little meeting. So, got to wait till December 16th, 17th to kind of get the new signal to see what's good. In other words, the quantitative easing has not happened. It's good stuff. Untethered soul, it's good stuff. I read some stuff here about the heart. Some good stuff in here. There's nothing more important to true growth than realizing that you are not the voice of the mind. You are the one who hears it. It was a deep read, man. Deep read. So anyway, what are we going to get into? We're going to get into this market. Like what should we get into here? What should we get into? Let me go over this CoinGecko stuff real quick before we let some more people hop onto the stream. Let me refresh CoinGecko. Yep, there we go, under 76. Yeah, we're gonna get that. We'll get that pullback. It's coming. Maybe a time to add to these positions when we get it. When we get the pullback, we haven't gotten it yet. Let's go over this real quick. According to CoinGecko, guys, the total cryptocurrency market cap is 2.71 trillion. Bitcoin dominance is around 56%. Bitcoin is trading at $75,900. On a 30-day, Bitcoin is up 26.5%. Ethereum is trading at $3,000, is over three. How about that? So apparently the word on the street now is they believe with the new administration, Republican Congress and House, this is going to be good for ETH in terms of institutions having some clarity, maybe bring even staking to the ETFs. It's been a long time waiting, a long time coming for Ethereum, but it did get over 3K. So ETH on the 7-day is up 20%, on a 30-day, 26. Solana is trading at $195. On the 7-day is up 18%. On the 30-day is up 42%. XRP is at 54 cents. Yeah. Dogecoin is making some big time moves, and it's coming very, very close to hitting the number 7 spot and replacing XRP. You know that meme coin? How does a meme coin get to 29 billion in a market cap, in an asset class, a real asset class with major technologies, major breakthroughs, use cases, etc. How does that happen? How does that happen? $29 billion. This is why Taiki, my guy Taiki over here, realizes the real deal. I mean, the market is it is what it is. Interesting to see that. Let me see. Is there anything else going on? So we got covered XRP. Doge is on the verge there, right up, right on the heels of XRP. Top 10, right on the heels. Oh my gosh. Let's see what else. Other ecosystems, I don't know. I was hoping more things would happen in the Avalanche ecosystem. Off the grid launch, they had the conference in Brazil, whatever it was. No, not yet. Sui is $2.34. Holy smokes. On 7 days, up 21%. On the 30-day, it is up 31%. We're going to talk about adding to positions and all that kind of stuff. Two kind of trains of thoughts. Anything else? What was that thing that was up 75, 95% or something like that? It was crazy. Jupiter token. Oh, Athena. No, it wasn't Athena. It was something else. Radium. Oh my gosh, what's going on? Radium is the Ray token. Radium is an exchange in the Solana ecosystem. Why is this thing up 231% on the 30-day? Can't get those gains in traditional finance. Like, why? I don't know. Shout out to all the Ray token holders, though. I hope we are creating a new 1% from those guys. That's crazy. Where's Jupiter? Jupiter is up 64%. I'll take it in the last 30 days. I'll take it. Jupe's got a great ecosystem. Yeah, has a great ecosystem. And I'm thinking, if I look at Jupiter, I think this is their first. People kind of sleeping on it, but I think this will be their first cycle. What is this? That's 2024. Yeah. 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 It's just launched. This will be their first cycle. This is a little bit of a challenge here, right? 1 point something, but they got this big this FDV low flow stuff. They have a really good thing there with their tokens. I guess you could probably check the token unlocks, but they got it planned out really, really well. I mean, it's really, really well. So $2 was the all-time high. But this thing, again, it just launched. So it has not had its first cycle, Most people who chart would say that's a good looking chart, right? Because it goes in 75 cents, $2.75, pretty good. Now it's at $1 something kind of, so it didn't lose a lot of its initial launch, right? That says a lot of things. And I know that they do a lot of calls every single week, and they got a lot of good lockup, part of that tokenomics. So this could be better circulating versus total supply, but they got a nice, plan to distribute this out. And this again will be their first cycle. But I think there's a site that you can go to for the token unlock to see it as well. Let me see if some new people hopped in. Tech Foods in the building. What's going on, my friend? How are you? Bubba Smith is here. Afternoon, Siege. Good afternoon to you. I'm lisping really a lot today. Like more so than yesterday. I'm lisping a little bit more. David says, seeing where Sui hit all-time high and was back testing support. Yeah. Contact Food says, Doge rise equals 2 words, Elon Musk. Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Oh, I got you. That makes a lot of sense. But you can't argue with an ecosystem that has grown to 29 billion. I think a little has to do with it as well. Contact Food is FSX and Flare Networks. I really do. Is it me? Or do I feel like, do you feel like you don't really hear anything from the Doge ecosystem or, the Doge community? I don't know. Is it me? I don't feel like I hear stuff from the Doge community. Was that me? Like, I don't feel like I hear stuff from that community. And if the only things it seems like that's going on there is just holding, imagine when they'll be able to do something. Crypto investment says there's nothing from Jackson Palmer, right? You see what I'm saying? It's interesting. I got to tell you what, David, the XRP community activity is not really happening on First Ledger. It's only a couple of months old, apparently. I didn't even think it was a month old yet. It's a great opportunity there with First Ledger. It really, really is. And I think people are kind of missing it. Imagine not being able to spare 5, 10, 20 XRP. I don't know. Imagine that. I wonder if they don't know. Like most people don't know how to use the XRP. A lot of people have Xamin wallets and they don't know when they send and receive XRP that they're on the XRPL. Imagine a community who doesn't know when. Imagine an XRP community, or imagine a community that doesn't know when they're on their own blockchain. Make money XRP. What's going on, my guy? How are you? Appreciate you checking in. Imagine that. Imagine if the Solana holders were like, I got to keep this thing on my Phantom, on my Soulflare wallet. My soul is too valuable. Is it? What's more valuable right now? The Solana token or the XRP token? Bank Money XRP says, I'm great. Waiting for the player talk. Did I miss it? No, sir. No, sir. You did not. What's more valuable right now, the XRP token or the Solana token? Contact Fu says, that's a trick question. Right now, as of this date, moment in time, which one's more valuable? Well, we could look at CoinGecko. Wouldn't that tell us? If we looked at CoinGecko, wouldn't CoinGecko just tell us what's more valuable? Like a VC, an institution, a hedge fund, they got to go, they got to be able to evaluate an asset and how valuable that asset is, right? They got to be able to look to something. Bank Money XRP is like, I can't bring myself to answer that one. Why? All right, let's share. I mean, right? We go to CoinGecko real quick. We go to CoinGecko real quick. One token is price is $196 and its market cap is 92 billion. One's price is 54 cents and its market cap is about a third, 31 billion. I mean, it's not me. Like, I don't know how they tabulate, tokens and those. I don't know all that, but there it is. Okay, so let me show you something here. I'm going to show you one project on Solana. It's a perpetuals exchange and some other stuff. They're actually doing they're actually also launching their version of Pump.Fund. So a protocol on Solana is launching their version of Pump.Fund. Okay, let me share. Drift protocol is up 65% in the last 24 hours. Some people over there know. I didn't get any drift tokens when I airdropped over there, unfortunately. I don't think I did get any drift. That was a major bummer. A major bummer. Yeah, I didn't get any. I mean, look at these numbers right now. On the 30 days up 248%, and 14-day 209%, 7-day 250%. So something's about to happen over there. I don't know what it is, but something's about to happen. But anyway, this is Drift Protocol. Okay, what's Drift Protocol? Right? Let's go take a look at Drift. Okay. Let's do a little of this disclaimer stuff. You know, they got to do the disclaimer stuff. Let me see. Just to share, right? All right, let me see if I can't move this out of the way. Here's the platform here. It's a perpetuals exchange. It's going to do other stuff as well. Am I an overview? Okay, there's overview. That's good. Overview. This is of my account. I used to do airdrop farming on this thing. You mouse over trade perpetual spot trading with up to 5x leverage. swap any pair with up to 5x leverage. Meme coin swap, quickly and safely swap election meme coins. So they got some swapping, but this is a perpetual exchange, right? 24-hour volume is 166 million. 24. Total 30-day trading volume, 4.31 billion. This is on Drift protocol. Which is a DApp on the Solana thing. You know, the Solana thing is just all meme coins. That's all they are. It's just a VC token stuff. You know what I mean? Total value locked 555 million on this DApp. You know, this is for these traders who like to do these perpetuals and up to 5x. That's not bad, right? You can stay relatively safe. You can still feed your little addiction for this leverage stuff, but you can stay safe. You can't, you can stay relatively safe at 5x. I don't do any leverage trading, but I'm just saying. All right. Again, a DApp on Solana. All right. The Bet Alpha thing, this is their new pump.fund. Is it pump? No, not pump.fund. Excuse me. I said pump.fund. It's the poly markets, their version of poly markets. Yeah. See, it's their version of poly markets. You can lend and borrow on this platform. They got some vaults to maximize your yields on this platform. Solana liquid staking, liquid staking Solana with Drift. Okay, so they got that on there as well. Man, this thing got a lot of stuff on here. Super stake your Solana, earn leverage yield on Solana staking tokens with one click. It's pretty cool. Anyway, you can stake your Drift token. I don't have any Drift. What's the major bummer that I didn't get any Drift, man? I thought I was going to get some Drift token. This was for just, I thought I was going to get some for, because what is it? Oh, because I was airdrop farmer. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, that's not great. VPN's not on. That was not good. Didn't know that. It's telling me I can't do it. A little something. That's what it was telling me. I can't spell. I on the blockchain, make the blockchain more valuable, thus making the asset, the native asset of the blockchain, more valuable. See or no? Why is that taking so long? Change RPC. I don't know why that's taking so long, right? That's kind of how I see it. Let's try this again. I don't know why it's not connecting. There it is. I mean, I don't know. What say you? Bank money XRP. What say you? Got 1, 2, 3, 4 things. You got explore and compare new CEO across each product for all tokens, right? Got a few things to do there. An incentive program for drifters. You can stake all on this one little platform. And there's just one. There's just one. This is not Camino Finance or Margin Finance or Marinade. This is not Devour Go. This is not Helium Mobile or Helium Network. None of those. This is a platform. A little platform, Yep, Oracle is coming, crypto investments, but you're right. Crypto investments, there are no Oracles on the XRP ledger. Correct. There are 3 on Solana. He's saying, not saying Solana is a good choice for investment right now, for sure. Contact Fu says Drift is working with PayPal stablecoins and Athena USD. Really? I didn't know that. Coconut Pete is in the building. Hey, Shallon, how are you? Oh, I'm intrigued with Flair's new announcement and what that could mean for price action. Yeah, everyone is, right? I mean, it's a trial right now. It's a trial. It's a trial. I mean, it's pretty cool. I don't know what it's going to mean for price action, but it's a trial. No KYC, stablecoin purchases for mainland China, right? Taking advantage of the virtual platform in Hong Kong. I think it's called, is it IDA? Gonna be pretty cool. So the way I look at it, Solana, the token is more valuable than the XRP, the token. Solana, the protocol, is more valuable right now than the XRPL. Solana ecosystem is more valuable than the XRPL ecosystem currently, date and time, moment in time. Hopefully that's going to change, or what I'll say is hopefully the value of the asset XRP, the value of the blockchain XRPL, the value of the XRPL ecosystem is going to go up. But, I don't see a drift protocol on the XRPL. I don't see, heck, a Jupiter exchange. Youch. On the XRPL, right? Things are coming, but currently that's what it is. That's kind of what it is, right? So let me share this little post. I don't think it's cryptic at all from Hugo at Flare Networks, but I don't think it's cryptic. Let's see, here it is. This is from Hugo Filion. It's exciting to have a pathway to onboard 1.4 billion users to crypto. Just the opportunity to process regulated stablecoin transactions for this audience on Flare is vast. But the telescoping opportunity to serve them with regulated tokenized financial products is far bigger. So Goose, I wonder if that's the same Goose that checks in on my channel, because that's a unique name. I think it is. He checks in on the live stream quite a bit. I understand it's a trial. Are there plans for afterwards if it's a success? success. He says, what do you think? That's funny. I mean, listen to the message, right? You got to listen to the message behind this. Just the opportunity to process regulated stablecoin transactions for this audience on Flare is vast. Just that opportunity. But the telescoping opportunity, right? Zooming out to serve them with regulated tokenized financial products is far bigger. So this is an addition to stablecoins, which is regulated. He's talking about future tokenized financial products. This answer, what do you think to this question or the statement or a statement in question? I understand it's a trial. Are there plans for afterwards if it's a success? This is the regulated, the staying out of harm's way from United States regulators answer. He does that a lot. He's very aware and cautious of any misleading statements. Very, very cautious in that manner. And respect, if you're going to have to lean towards one side, right? You don't want to be close to the line. Dude, if you go, dude is ways away from the line. He don't want to mess around. Not taking any chances with United States regulators. Now, things will change here in a few months in terms of having to be as cautious in your word statement. But the regime change hasn't happened yet. So I've noticed that a lot with Hugo. It's very tempered in expectation. So what do you guys think of that statement? Being able to service 1.4 billion people so that they can buy stable coins, on the Flare network, that's cool. And it's big. But there's this other thing. There's this greater and bigger opportunity if you're able to zoom out. That's why I posted what I posted. Vision. Know who you are. Know where you're going. Know how you're going to get there. Throwing that Flare Networks flywheel economy, FLR, flywheel economy. I don't know. Well, I don't know. What say you? What say you? Bank Money XRP. You know what I'm saying, Shallon? You know what I'm saying? So overall, the value of a token is based upon the value in this protocol and the ecosystem around the protocol. What do we have on the XRPL that we can speak to? Not promises, not what could be, what is currently. That's part of your assessment and being a value and asset, learning to become a sophisticated investor. It can't be all about the promise. It has to be about the realized promise, doesn't it? That's why I keep saying, let's see how the stablecoin launches. Let's see how this liquidity incentive event comes out. All right, let's see that. It's going to be important, right? It's going to be important, I believe. So that's kind of my answer. At the moment, Solana token, Solana protocol, the Solana ecosystem, well, it's more valuable. It's more valuable. I don't even know if I want to get into this link to news. Do I want to cover that? I mean, that's now we got Work and Money Channel posting stuff. That's not a great look for link to. Dark Horse posting stuff. It's not a great look for link to. Like, what's going on? What's going on right now? What's going on? Like, what is it? Why is that? Why is it? I don't know. It doesn't look good. Does not look good. Does not look good at all. I don't know. Does it? All right, let me go over to X and see what else I wanted to cover with you guys. That's a powerful statement from Hugo. If you're, if you can look behind the words there. I'm gonna go down the list here, cover some stuff. Rob Paul had a real good interview. Let me see something here. Let's go to Rob Paul's is it GMI? Something like that. Is it all capital? Oh, that's not even Rao. How you spell Rao? A-R-A-O-U. O-U-L? Shit. Yeah. I thought I might as well drop some alpha over here as well. This is pretty cool. It's posted twice, 2512. 2512. Now, now, I mean, you can get the charts if you want it. I mean, I could use it, did he link that in the description, or do I have to freaking go log into my Real Vision account? I probably have to check into my Real Vision account.
The Banana Zone. Hi, I'm Rel Powell, and welcome to my show, The Journeyman, where I journey to that nexus of understanding between macro, crypto, and the exponential age of technology. Now, this is a special, it's a flash update for you all, because I know that you're all interested in that special yellow fruit, the banana, for the Banana Zone. The Banana Zone is that point when crypto prices go exponential. And while we all love this and our hopes and dreams are all in that yellow fruit, I wanted to get everybody on the same page of understanding so you know where we are and why we're here. So I'm going to run through a selection of charts, many of which you'll never seen before, that gives you a much deeper understanding of what's going on and what we might be able to look forward to ahead. Because the Banana Zone is a very special time. Now, if you haven't summoned the banana by getting your merch, click on the link below, or if you're on Real Vision, just go to the merch store on the left-hand side, the kind of icon of a t-shirt, and get some Banana Zone merch. It's always good fun. Anyway, also on the Real Vision platform, I'll be putting the chart pack. If you're not a Real Vision subscriber, it's very simple. Just click on the link, realvision.com/join, pop in your email, and you'll go straight through and you'll be able to read the document and download the document so you can follow along properly. So I really urge you to go to Real Vision you get a lot more value out of it. Once you get there, you'll see all the incredible content, the AI tools, the trade ideas by our members, and also the kind of ideas that they put out. There's so much there for you. You don't know what you're missing watching this on YouTube. But those of you who are watching this on the Real Vision platform, thank you. I know you guys enjoy it, so that's great. Anyway, let's talk bananas. Real Vision doesn't have views. Real Vision represents the views of many, many experts from around the world. We bring you the best experts in the world to do that. Now, I am talking myself here as Raoul Pal, the CEO and founder of Global Macro Investor, my institutional research service that I've been writing for 20 years. And luckily, it's been one of the best, no, without question, the best performing research service of all time. Out of that, I also...
The best performing research of all time. Right? So he makes recommendations, blah, 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 to all those high net worth individuals. It's the best performing research newsletter of all time. And XRP entertaining content creators threw shade at this dude. Let me know if you guys want the chart. I'll sign in to Real Vision and try to find it. If he's showing it here, I'm not sure if we need it, but let me know if you think so.
Build Real Vision Pro Macro, which I share with Andreas Steno-Larsen of Steno Research. So many of the ideas get distilled, the trade ideas, the trade recommendations, the analysis. So those of you who are not Global Macro Investor subscribers, which most of you aren't, or Pro Macro subscribers, you're getting a peek behind the curtain of the kind of work we do there at that junction of macro and crypto. Okay, firstly, I've said this before to you all, it's all about demographics. Remember that magic formula that I've talked about in the past where population, GDP growth equals population growth plus productivity growth plus debt growth. Okay, got that? Well, this is the important bit. The labor force participation rate in black here has been falling for a couple of decades. That is because the population is beginning to age, and so less people are in the workforce. Now, you can see in pink, it's the births deaths rate that is actually driving this. So as population growth has been slowing, the workforce slows over time as people get older. Okay, so that's pretty clear. An old population, however, because of the magic formula, less people in the workforce means less GDP. So trend rate of GDP has been slowing. So the economy's been slowing over time. This chart is a chart you'll never see anywhere else, and I think it's the single most important chart in all of global macro. So what is it? It's that same labor force participation rate, but this time it's against US government debt as a percentage of GDP. Now it's inverted here. And what it basically tells you is that as the labor force declines in size, or percentage of people involved in the labor force, the government takes on more debt to offset the growth. This is what it's all about. This is the...
I think that is the most profound statement. And again, giving us a better understanding of what's really going on, the big picture, right? It's not just about crypto, but it's understanding why we're in this particular asset class as opposed to gold, as opposed to the S&P, as opposed to the NASDAQ, as opposed to other commodities. The bigger picture. Let's listen to that statement again when he talks about this chart. And he explains it. It's massive, I think. Okay.
It's against US government debt as a percentage of GDP. That's inverted here. And what it basically tells you is that as the labor force declines in size, or percentage of people involved in the labor force, the government takes on more debt to offset the growth.
The government takes on more debt to offset the growth. In other words, the aging population, no longer participating in the workforce, stymies the growth, the GDP growth. And the governments decided or decide that introducing more debt is the way to offset that. There's a way to offset that. It's interesting, that strategy. It's very interesting, that strategy. Or they try to do, I don't know, interesting things like raise retirement age, propose to raise the retirement age, propose to do something with Social Security as well. But that's a profound statement for me. The answer to the decline in the GDP growth.
This is what it's all about. This is the big economic mess we're in. It's a mess created by demographics that I talked about before. This chart is incredibly important. Now, look at the little divergence recently where government debt has been growing, but the labor force participation rate hasn't. That's the recent influx in immigration in the United States over the last 2 years, where some 6 million people or so have immigrated into the US, and that has kept the labor force participation rate higher, offsetting the retirees. But that's unlikely to continue, particularly with the new government. So what we'll see is the labor force participation rate decline and government debts keep growing. Okay, so we've got all of these massive debts. I talked about the Everything Code. The Everything Code is the servicing of these debts by using liquidity. So liquidity is the debasement of currency. To service these debts, they print more money to service them. It's as simple as that. That is the game we're in. That is the Everything Code game.
Meet Magic Eden, the home of Web3. They are getting into the token trade every chain, all seamlessly cross-chain. If you've used any information.
Let's talk about liquidity, because I think you've heard me talk about this before. It is super important. Liquidity keeps growing. That's the debasement of currency. It's growing at 8% a year. That means the value of scarce assets, S&P 500, real estate, gold, should grow at about 8% a year just because the currency is being devalued. Now there's another maybe 3% inflation rate to add to this. So 11% is your hurdle for your future self not to be getting any poorer. And most assets just don't do it. But you can see how important it is by this chart that you should have seen before, which is the chart of the NASDAQ versus our global macro investor total liquidity. This is the total liquidity around the world. That's government liquidity, central bank liquidity, and private sector M2 and other measures. So it's the total amount of money printed by the system. And what happens is the NASDAQ is 97.5% correlated to it. That's incredible. The other extra bit that's not correlated that you're seeing now is the secular growth in technology. Because technology is a secular trend, because tomorrow is more digital than today. And obviously, Bitcoin, massively driven by total liquidity. This time it's about 87.5% correlated. Reason being, there's a faster adoption curve, exponential growth that happens in Bitcoin or all cryptocurrencies. So that's what lowers the correlation, is in fact the outperformance. But anyway, liquidity drives everything. Now, since 2008, everything has become cyclical, because in 2008, every central bank around the world reset interest rates to zero, like a debt jubilee. You don't have to pay your interest, so the world could kind of recover from the debt blow up of 2008. And for about 10 years, we had zero interest rates. And what the governments did is they reset all of their debts to between 3 and 5 years. That cycle has created a perfectly cyclical business cycle. The ISM, the Institute of Supply Managers survey, what we've got here is in black is the current cycle, which is it's currently at its lows, but the forward looking is actually just the previous cycle moved forwards and inverted, because it keeps repeating the same cycle. So that same cycle is repeatable and understandable and forecastable. Sure, the wiggles may change, the direction will be right. And it's driven by this. This is the distribution of debt in the United States. If you look at the first two boxes, well, that's what 72% of the entire debt structure is 1 to 5 years, which is what I talked about before. This is what's causing the cyclicality that you see in the economy and these 4-year cycles. So because they're using the liquidity to manage the debt, the rollover years, which tends to be this yellow and the kind of weird peachy color, the summer and fall, those are when the peak debt rollover happens. So they add lots of liquidity. So if you look at that, you can see the liquidity piling into the system as they start rolling those debts over, and they need to print more money because they have to issue new debt to pay the interest on the old debt. Sometimes.
So that's the summer fall liquidity that we're, expecting to start happening for sure, because it's directly correlated with the digital asset space. So hopefully that is coming really, really soon. Hopefully that's coming really, really soon. That's some good stuff there. I think I listened to this the other day on my walk. Probably it was yesterday. But having a bigger picture of what's really going on allows you, Coconut Pete, to, kind of be steady and not anxious, right? Understand that we are in the right asset class, understanding that this liquidity and of new people coming in, and because they feel like they have more money, and maybe it's be a little bit more optimistic now with this money because of the regime change. They come in looking to see if they can win here in this digital asset space. They hear of 6,000% returns, 5-figure percentage returns, 10,000, 20,000 percentage returns. And they come to the space because you're not going to hear that in the S&P 500. You're not going to hear that in the NASDAQ. Right? You don't hear those numbers coming from the S&P 500 or the NASDAQ, right? Certainly not for the general investing public. VCs probably keep that stuff to themselves, right? In private markets, right? So that's what, we can, the word gets out about the digital asset space and these kind of life-changing returns. The general population is getting some access to some money, but they're also understanding that, I just feel like, I'm making a little bit more money, but it feels like I'm getting behind. I'm still behind. I did get my pay raise. It was only 1%, 0.5%, 2%. But I still feel like I'm still behind, right? Because it's the hurdle rate of 11% or so that everyone is unaware of. This natural debasement of 8% that's going on. Not natural, but the occurring debasement of about 8%. And then you get the, roughly 3% inflation combined, that's 11%. You're not getting that in your job. So every year, right? He calls it your future self is poor. So you got to have something. You got to be in an asset class that's outperforming the 11%. It's two asset class outperforming the 11%. The NASDAQ at 18%. And Bitcoin and digital asset space at 160%. Which asset class are you going to be in? Okay. Which asset class are you going to be in? Are you guys still with me? I want to make sure you guys are still here. Oh, that thing was not updated. My regular one was not updated. Okay. Pookie's in the building. What's going on, bro? Brother Crypto. What's good? What's good, my guy? What? City of Detroit accepting payments in crypto. Largest, was that tax payments? Income payment? Tax payments? Something like that, right? Largest city in the country doing so. Nice. I apologize. I was on the wrong thing there. It wasn't updated. DeFi Daddy says, first of all, Bubba Smith, good afternoon. I think I welcomed you in. I want to make sure I did that. Anybody new checking? Did I miss? What's Triple G Facts Bet? What's going on, bro? Leo Messi is in the building. How are you? Big Money XRP says, I'm on to you, Siege. You lure us in with XRP, FLR titles, then smack us in the head with Solana, Bitcoin, etc. That's funny. That is funny. Contact Food says, Drift doing big things. Coconut Pete, bigger than Flare onboarding 1.4 billion people. That's the message that I'm getting, Coconut Pete, from Hugo's statement. Onboarding is awesome, but now let's give them some tools. Let's give them some access to financial products that can impact their lives. You know what I mean? Contact Food says XRP and XLM will join forces soon to tackle retail. I hope so. I hope so, but we've been saying that for a minute. I hope they get there. I really do. Crypto investment says RWAs are going to be king on Flare. No. He said, DeFi Daddy, he said that it will stymie a little because of the tax thing, but it picks back up in the summer. He, because he believes in the, in the US, with the tax season, but it picks back up. No, definitely everything doesn't pop. Bubble doesn't pop in March. Yeah. It's just, it'll slow down a little, whatever. Maybe a little retrace, But the summer and fall, it's going to happen. DeFi Daddy, what's this? Chinese can buy China bonds and treasuries on Flare. Brother Crypto says, I jumped on the meme craze myself. I was always real skeptical, but found one with a solid ecosystem and great ideas. Plus, you can interact with the ecosystem using Chat GPT. Is that the meme, Suimon? Brother Crypto, is that the meme, Sui Mom? Sui Mom? Oh, hold on one second, guys. Sorry, guys. Live TV. You know how it goes. Contact Food says Suiman rugged. What's going on right now? What? What's going on? What's going on? It says Suiman rugged. What's going on with that? It says Suiman rugged. Brother Crypto. What's going on? What's up? What's up? Oh, yes. Brother Crypto says yes. Okay. So let me share Brad Garlinghouse post on X from headwinds to tailwinds. Let's check it out. Let's check this out. Right here. What the world? Brad Garlinghouse said, I've shared some thoughts on what the Trump administration could mean for XRP, and wanted to also recognize the XRP's family's patience and unwavering support. You know, I figured I shared one CEO's post. I got to share the others. A lot has happened since XRP was the second most valuable digital asset. It's been, at times, a frustrating journey. 6 years since the SEC started meddling in the market, meddling in the crypto market, picking winners and losers. 4 years since the SEC sued Ripple. And now, finally, in all capital letters, we see a light at the end of the tunnel as these external markets factors fade. Tides are shifting. Headwinds are turning to tailwinds. And the opportunity for those of us who believe in the future of XRP is enormous. What do you guys think about that? Leonard P. Jones liked it. What do you think about that? That's interesting stuff. 6 years since the SEC started meddling in the crypto market, picking winners and losers. 4 years since the SEC sued Ripple. And now, finally, we see a light at the end of the tunnel as these external market factors fade. The tides are shifting. Headwinds are turning to tailwinds. And the opportunity for those of us who believe in the future of XRP is enormous. How about that, contact food? How about that? Good stuff. That's good stuff from Mr. Garlinghouse. Yeah, that's good stuff from Mr. Garlinghouse. The definition of vision, we like to say in Crypto Seizures Home, is seeing it before the masses see it. Michael Mokese, yo, from Myrtle Beach. What's going on, bro? How are you guys? I appreciate you guys putting up with my lisping. Right, so, you know, it's pretty good. Pretty good, it's pretty good, it's pretty good. What do you think that message is behind that message? Things are coming to an end with the SEC. Maybe some settlements. I don't know. You know, the rumor on the street is I don't think it's going to really help Ripple. It certainly would help Coinbase. I watched something the other day. Oh, Bankless guy on there was talking about the SEC, you know, possibly pulling Wells notices and dropping lawsuits and things like that. Yeah. We'll see if he's going to really put together a task force. That would be really interesting. If he puts together a digital assets task force, that would be Massive if he's able to get that done. President-elect Donald Trump. That would be massive if he's able to get that done. So there it is. You heard from two CEOs, two different ecosystems. Two CEOs from different ecosystems, play ecosystem, play networks. And XRPL ecosystem. Sharing some visions, sharing some ideas, sharing what the future could look like for sure. And I'm excited for it. I am definitely excited for it. Hope you guys are as well. Hope you guys are excited for it as well. All right, fam. Listen, I'm gonna hop off here. I appreciate you guys checking in. It's been a really cool hang. Again, happy Saturday. I'll see you guys later on tonight. We'll hang out a little bit. We'll grab a favorite libation and hang out tonight as well. I appreciate you guys checking in as always. Do me a favor, if you didn't hit that like button on the way in, please do so on the way out. That's one of the greatest ways to support the channel for sure. And if you happen to be in that 45 to 55% or so of people that are hanging out, listening to and watching the Crypto Seeds, and if you've been enjoying those hangouts, please consider subscribing to the channel, right? We're trying to get that number down from 55% down to 25% or so or less. And you can do your part right now by just hitting that subscribe button. That'd be super cool. And I definitely do appreciate that. Sure. Listen, I'm going to end this live stream like I do all of my live streams and remind you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. But that's okay, though, because you and I, we're already winning. And I would ask you to consider this or perhaps ponder the idea or notion of living your life permissionless. I'll talk to you guys soon. See ya.